Okay, if you have recently purchased the not so new anymore Apple Watch Series 10, I have some cool and functional tips and tricks that you will love. Like incredibly cool gestures, to water temperature sensors, to getting to know the future about your wellness right on your wrist. This cool feature lets you interact with your watch without the need to touch the watch at all. You can use it to select or open a message from notifications, open Smart Stack, scroll through widget in the Smart Stack, or scroll through long messages, answer or end calls, reply using dictation, pause or resume music or end timer just by tapping your finger like this. This double tap feature will be enabled by default if you're on the watch OS 10.1, but if it's not enabled by default, you can go to settings on Apple Watch, select gestures. Here you can toggle the double tap gesture on and also customize its functions for media playback and Smart Stack interactions. I've been using double tap gestures so many times to read a message or answer a call while driving, having a meal, or while giving my toddler a warm bath. Speaking of warm baths, the next tip is that the Apple Watch Series 10 has a depth gauge and a water temperature sensor that can be used for underwater activities. Sounds fun, right? But since I'm not a fan of underwater activities, I use this feature to check the temperature of warm bath I prepare for my toddler, or check the temperature of the pool or hot tubs. I've not used the depth gauge yet, but if you're into snorkeling or diving, I think you'll appreciate this feature much better. So, speaking of fun water activities, tip number 3, if you happen to fall sick or under the weather, your Apple Watch can potentially alert you if you're falling sick by monitoring various health metrics like heart rate, sleep patterns, and body temperature, and notifying you if it detects significant deviation from your usual baseline, potentially indicating the onset of an illness. However, it's not a medical device, so you should not be solely relied upon that for diagnosis. You can rather take it slow for a few days or get extra rest to prevent falling sick, and your metrics might go back to normal by giving your body the rest it needs. Sleep apnea is a sleep disorder that causes people to repeatedly stop breathing while sleeping. Your watch can monitor your breathing patterns during sleep. It uses sensors to detect movements and interruptions in your breathing, which might suggest sleep apnea. If the watch detects signs that could indicate moderate to severe sleep apnea, it will send notifications using the iPhone Health app. This will allow you to be aware of potential issues and seek medical advice if needed. Speaking of which, tip number 4, there is a new app called the Vitals app, which tracks overnight health metrics including heart rate, respiratory rate, wrist temperature, and sleep duration. It also provides a training load tool to help athletes understand how their workouts impact their body. The app establishes a typical range for each of your metrics and notifies you if you are outside of the range. It also provides context for factors that may be affecting your metrics, such as medication, elevation, alcohol, or illness. If these metrics are falling outside your typical range over a period of time, the watch will notify you. This could be an early sign of stress, fatigue, or other health changes. If you find your Vitals app suspicious, call your doctor right away. Speaking of calling the doctor, tip number 5, Apple Watch Series 10 has a voice isolation feature which reduces background noise during calls. So if you're in a crowded restaurant, busy street, or in the shower, you can talk without any worry of the other person being able to listen to you properly.
Can we catch up on coffee today in the evening? How about 5 p.m.? Does that work for you?
You can even hear the other person talk clearly now, which brings me to our next tip. Tip number 6. The speakers of Apple Watch Series 10 is redesigned that improves audio quality. So now the tip is, unlike the previous models, the Apple Watch Series 10 can play music and podcasts directly from its speaker. This marks a shift from using the speaker solely for alerts and calls to a more versatile audio output. Just start playing songs directly on your Apple Watch and enjoy a quick music while you shower or while working. The speakers are small, but you'll be surprised by how good they sound for their size. Tip number 7. If you want to make your Apple Watch look a little more fancier, there's a new watch face that is one of my favorites. Since the screen can now refresh every 1 second, even on always on mode, The second hand in this watch face will also now be showing when the display goes to sleep mode. It's like a regular watch now. I really like it. Tip number 8. You can instantly use Apple Pay on the watch and pay your bills anywhere and anytime. Just double click on the side button, scroll to change the card and pay at the counter just like your phone pay. So easy to pay if you don't want to remove your wallet or phone. To set up Apple Pay on your Apple Watch, open the watch app on your phone, scroll down and select Wallet and Apple Pay. If you already have a card, select that card. If not, add a new card here. Simple. Tip number 9. Now you can unlock your iPhone using your Apple Watch and vice versa. If you're wearing a mask or your Face ID recognition is not working well, you can use your Apple Watch to unlock your phone. To do this, now on your paired iPhone, open the Settings app, tap on Face ID and passcode and enter your iPhone passcode. Scroll down to find the Unlock with Apple Watch option and toggle it on next to your watch's name. When wearing a mask or Face ID cannot recognize you, simply raise your iPhone or tap its screen to wake it. Glance at your iPhone and if everything is set up correctly, your Apple Watch will unlock the iPhone automatically. You will receive haptic feedback on the Apple Watch confirming that the iPhone has been unlocked. Same way, if you're wearing a watch, say after charging, you will need to enter the passcode on your watch to unlock it. Instead, enable this setting on your iPhone settings. Here on, your watch will unlock automatically when you unlock your iPhone. So easy. Tip number 10. Cover to mute. If you're in a meeting or in the middle of something important and you receive a notification when the watch is not on silent mode, you can now cover your palm over the watch like this to quickly silence a call or a message ringtone. To enable this, go to the watch app on your iPhone, enable cover to mute. Tip number 11. One of the best ways to reduce distractions and improve privacy while wearing the Apple Watch is turning off the notifications when your wrist is down. To be honest, there are times when we don't want notification flashing on the screen, especially when you're at the gym or just trying to focus. Plus, having notification pop up when you're not even looking at the watch can feel unnecessary and a little intrusive. You can turn it off by going to Settings, tap on Notifications, scroll down, show notifications on wrist down, select this and now toggle it off. Tip number 12. While I'm not convinced about this tip, I just have to give it away. If you have ever felt like your watch is nagging you to stand up when you're deep into work or just trying to relax, while reminders are great for promoting a healthier lifestyle, there are times when they are just not needed. So for those rare times alone, you can turn off stand reminders by going to Settings, scroll down to Activity, here turn off stand reminders. Tip number 13. With Apple Watch Series 10, you can now invoke Siri by simply raising your wrist and speaking. Turn off bedroom lights. Thanks to Rise to Speak feature, you don't have to say "Hey Siri" anymore and do not have to touch the digital crown to do any action. That Siri can do it for you. To enable this, go to Settings, scroll down, tap on Siri, toggle on Rise to Speak option. Now you can simply raise your wrist so that the watch is near your mouth and start speaking your request. There is no need to say "Hey Siri" anymore. Tip number 14. You can link watch face to focus mode on Apple Watch Series 10. This feature will allow you to automatically change the watch face based on active focus mode, giving a customized experience to different activities or different time of the day. By linking watch face to focus modes, you can enhance productivity. Like when I'm recording a video, I can select this, and while I'm going to D&D, Apple Watch face will change directly as well. To link the watch face, go to Settings and tap on Focus, select or create a focus mode. You can choose an existing focus mode like Do Not Disturb, Personal, Sleep or Work, or tap the plus icon in the top right corner to create a new custom focus mode. Once you select a focus mode, look for the option labeled Customize Screens. Choose under Apple Watch section. From the list of available watch faces, select the one you want linked to the focus mode. Make sure that the selected watch face is saved in your My Face gallery on your Apple Watch app. Tap Done to save your selection. The chosen watch face will now automatically activate whenever the associated focus mode is enabled. You can set up smart activation for your focus mode, allowing them to turn on automatically based on location, time or day or app usage. Or you can also schedule when specific focus mode should activate, which will automatically change your watch face according to the schedule. Okay, last and final tip. Tip number 15. Apple Watch Series 10 have offline map functionalities directly on the Apple Watch itself, which is so ideal for outdoor adventures where cellular or Wi-Fi connections may not be available. So you can still use Apple Watch to check maps even if your iPhone is dead or you forgot your phone in the car. Download the area you will be needing the maps for the Google Maps on your Apple Watch, including hiking maps with contour lines and trails. Once maps are downloaded, you can use them independently on your watch without needing your iPhone nearby. And there you have it. 15 amazing tips and tricks to help you get the most out of your Apple Watch Series 10. Do you have a favorite, or is there something I missed? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tech tips, reviews and tricks coming your way. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. This is Sanjana. Bye-bye.